So we are not actually able to connect our stream with the Facebook Live. So you will be able to see on our page and the Facebook groups. So please connect to our pages and the groups in Facebook to access this live. So I'll just start the the case study on supply chain. So this is actually a case study on the transportation part of the supply chain, where we're going to see how we can use the Power BI to build a dashboard on the on a on a transportation case. So the first thing I would like to introduce you to the Power BI architecture. So if you look at this is the area where we're going to build the dashboards. So this is why just if you look at there are some many pages out there, page one, page two. We will be having multiple pages we can access. So I'm just opening a new page, a blank page. So this is the area where you can build visuals and your dashboard. This is your the second one. If you look at this is data. This is like the icon is like a spreadsheet. So this is where we can actually we can see all our data models. Suppose if I want to click on this first data model, I can see the performance state data model. If I look at fuel issued data model, I can see the fuel issued data model from here. If I want to see the operation one, I get the operation status data model from here. This is the area where we can actually access and see data models. The third one is the relationship. Suppose this is if we have multiple tables, so we have to build a relationship among those tables using a unique column. So if you have the knowledge of VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, HLOOKUP in Excel, so this is where we eliminate the process of using VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, and HLOOKUP. We build the tables by using a relationship. So there are various kind of relationships. We can say there is a one-to-many relationship, there is many-to-one relationship, there is one-to-one relationship, and many-to-many relationship. So it depends. One-to-many means one means there is a if you have a table and the table has a unique column and that unique column has outcomes and each outcome is coming single time. So we say that is one. If you have a table where you have the outcome variable asset ID, suppose take the asset ID and if the asset ID is coming multiple times, right? So if you have an if you have a table and in table that particular variable, the unique variable which you want to use to connect two tables, and if that outcome in that outcome of the outcomes are coming single time, then that we call that as one. And if you have another table and have the same unique column, column or unique variable, and the outcomes in that particular unique the unique column is coming multiple times, that is called many. So this is going to be very, very helpful in eliminating the process of XLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, VLOOKUP. And suppose you want to have multiple variables to be introduced into a table, right? So you don't need to write the VLOOKUP again and again. Right? If you suppose in Excel you want to bring multiple columns into one of the tables, right? You have to write VLOOKUP again and again. Right? In this case, you don't require the process of writing VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, HLOOKUP multiple times, and just we have to connect one single time, and we can bring as many number of variables based upon the relationship which we have built by using a unique column. Right? This is how we are going to use this process of the building the relationship. So this is three areas which are very, very important for you if you want to access Power BI and work on queries. These are three important parts of the Power BI. Right? Now the other one is called the suppose if I go and access the data for the performance, and here you see if you look at here, I go to home, go and click on transform data. So this is called the Power Query. So if you want to access Power Query from from the uh, from Power BI desktop, right? This is how we can go and transform data, and then we don't click on transform data. Right now, this is not working. Let me go and check. Uh, there's some lagging issues there. What I will do, I'll just show you one example how to actually access the Power Query in Excel. So we have the first aspect is the dashboard section. Second aspect is unload section, where we do the relationships. Right? Three aspects which we have, and the fourth aspect which now is the Power Query. Suppose I have this data with me. I want to transfer this data into Power Query. What is data from here? And I'll select the get data from here. I'll go from file from there. So right now this is some time. So now I have to transfer some data inside query. So I'll go to a folder and will select let's say this is my table. So see there is a process happening. So this is the number of tables which I have in the particular sheet. So I'm going to select this is the main table, stock issue report. I'm going to transform this data. So now we are going to do the Power Query application. Right? These are Power Query. One single table right now here. So these are Power Query. So here I can do a lot of transformation. Suppose if I want to, remove this country table, country column, I can go and click on remove. It's very simple. Right? If I want location cost center in two parts, so I'll go and right click and click split column by delimiter. Delimiter is hyphen. So right, I'm going to remove this one because this is constant. This has only single country. So there's a taking a column which is having no variability. If you look at this, I'm changing the name of this particular column to city. So this is now all city. And if you look at how many cities are there, there are multiple cities over here. Right? For example, I want to only for few cities, not for all the cities. I unselect DNZ, ESBI, ESR. I'm going to select on those particular cities which I'm going to use for analysis. I'm not going to use all the cities, right? So this is now the data which I have, and I have done this filter, and I've selected not all the cities, but I have selected few cities among all of them. Right? So this data is now going to be reduced. So this is suppose if I have to do the analysis for a supplier, I don't want to do, I don't want to analyze the locals. I don't want to do the analysis for transfer. This is not the supplier. This is actual transfer between the warehouses. So whenever we will transfer between warehouses, so we see we put the transaction as transfer. So we don't want this transfer. And also I will see if I can remove anything blank. I remove blank because if there is a blank, I don't want any. I don't want to supply. There's no supply over there. Okay, I click OK. Now I'll see this is how this particular supply column has also been sorted out. And look at the formats. Look at the format. This transaction is having right format. This is a date format. Look at the calendar symbol. This calendar symbol is suggesting us that the transaction is a right format, like quantity. It's also the right format. It's in 1 to 3 minutes. There is a number format. Absolute quantity 1 to 3, a number format. Right. So adjustment center is in the right format, number format. It is text format, the date format. I don't want the columns, comment section. I will remove this from comment section from here. Right? And what I want is created it into two parts. I want to get the month and the year from over here. So I just click here, go to transform, click on this date and go and click the year. This is add column, it's not the transform column. So if I want to remove anything, if I want to do anything, I have to click on the last step because this is applied step section. So I have to go last step from here and delete it. So this is like an undo. So what I do, I don't have to transform, I have to add a column. So I click on add a column and click on this date and add this year. So now we have year column from this. I want also month out from here. I click on this, I write, click on month, and write month over here. So this is how how this part is very. I'm doing only limited step because the focus we are putting on this particular live session is on the Power BI dashboard, right? Not on the Power BI. So what I'll do, I'll go click on the home and do the close and load. Click close and load to. So this is the final transformation, finally final output from the transformation which we have done on the file. So you can do any number of ways on your objective. So for me, I have in this case, I'm not explaining you all the transformation which I did. So now here I click on this the table and click OK. So now my the transform the Excel. This is a new data. We have the city, right? We have done some particular cities. We have moved countries. We added year, we added month, and we removed comments. So this is the data which we have, which is sorted out. So this is how we actually build a Power, we have to build data on Power Query and we transport into this data entry in the form of the query and connection and also a table, or we can also transfer the data in the form of data model. Okay, so this is about the part of Power Query. Now, this is what happens when you go into this transform data. We can whatever we are Power Query, we can do everything on this particular transform data. Transform data means we have to do the addition or extraction, transformation, and loading (ETL) on the Power Query. And this Power Query gives you access to do a Power Query with this particular function called transform data. Now I'll directly take you to the Power BI environment. I'll open a new page here. If you look at this page, is a dashboard section page, and if I want to go and actually do some kind of this is a page this is a page bar area, right? Length and breadth of the area. I want to change this area. I want to change this particular area, right? So I'll go to this canvas settings and I'll click on this custom. Custom, and I can change the height, I can change the width of this particular page. Suppose if you want to change the page width, if I want to change the height, I can manually enter also the numbers, but I'm just showing how to change them. So right now we are changing the height of the page. We want more height, we want more area. The area which was there earlier, it was not sufficient for us, so we are increasing the. So let me put 1000 only. I just entered manually the numbers. And I increase this, reduce this width. So I'm taking 1000 as a height and 1500 as a width, and see this has increased. This has increased. The size of this background has increased. So this is how last thing what you have to do is that you have to increase your back, increase your canvas background. Right? This is what we have done. If you want to, if you want to change the background, canvas background, so you go canvas background and here you can change the color. So you want to have a specific color, you can go. You want to do more colors, so let's use. Yeah, so this is water. This is good. And if you want to access it, sorry, if you want to install any image, right? Suppose if you want to put an image behind this, you can also put the image from here. I don't have to save image with me, so I'm not going to do this. Let's go to wallpaper. Suppose right now the wall is of white color. Let me change this to this color is changed now. The wallpaper has changed. Like this, if you want to put any background, and put any background here. Okay. So this is the part where you can modify your backgrounds, modify your area. So before we start the project, so we can actually do all these kind of things, so we don't have to change things later on. So if you want to give it, you want to change the page name, then you can change it. This you can also change at the bottom. You don't require to change over here. You can change over here. Allow in the toolkit. Allow question answers. Now, what is how you can do your how you can structure your dashboard? So this there are functionalities in the Power BI. So the first functionality is called card. Right? This is card. So whatever KPIs we have, right, those KPIs can be published in this card. If you want to publish multiple KPIs, you can also publish multiple KPIs. For that, one click on multi-row card. This is a card where you can use multiple KPIs in a single card. Right? Now what we'll do, we're going to publish, suppose you want to publish a table. So you can use this table. Right? You want to publish a matrix. This is called matrix. If you do it, I think I lost my. So let me publish this card again. This is a card, single card. This is a multi-row card. Want to publish multiple KPIs. We will see live also how to do this, how to use them. Now I want to publish a table. This is a table. Publish a matrix. This is a matrix. If you want to publish any visuals, suppose you want to publish a bar chart, I can use this visuals. I want to publish a slicer, like a filter slicer, I can use slicer. So we can make our dashboard in Power BI using this kind of features. This is a card where you will publish your KPI. This multi-row card. Publish multiple placements over here. This is a table. This is a matrix. Visual. and this is our slicer. For example, I'll go to this cost performance table and I choose city. Right, this city, if I put in the slicer, drag it into this field area. See, we get slicer here, means our list of cities. Right? If I want to put, suppose if I want to take city and put in this particular table, city, I take this cost metric also into this. So we have a table with a list of city and the cost metric per. We have a table there, the city and the cost metric. Right. So now what I will do, I'll show you how to use the matrix now. So I'll asset ID and put this into the x-axis. This is a metric. These are metrics. So this time will put the asset ID in the row, city in the column, and the cost metric per term in the values. These are metrics. If you look at the data which we are saying in the matrix, it is about the count of cost metrics. That's not useful for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sum. So whatever data we're going to see right now over here is this is sum of the cost metric per ton for various cities for each asset type. Right? So useful this particular day, this dashboard is so now we can see city-wise sum of the cost metric per ton. So we can also see city-wise asset and city-wise distribution. Asset and city-wise distribution also we can see over here. So this is how we are preparing our dashboard, uh, where we are actually trying to bring some useful information based on our requirement. It will help us in making our decisions. Now, if I want to create a metric, and I want to show this metric, right? So what I will do, I'll first click on this table, cost performance table, and I'll go and create a KPI. And that KPI I can create by clicking on this particular icon. That's the new measure. So it is taking some, I think it will not take much time to do it. Seems like we lost it. I have to re-upload the desktop, Power BI desktop. Just give me some, give me a few minutes. Meanwhile, I'll take you to the Power Query. So this is a Power Query, and I just like to do one more upload of the table. I'll go to this data, go to get data, compile, count workbook. I take data called, let's say, stock surplus, click import. Get data, number, click import. So we have to you can see the variables are getting separated. Headers are not getting separated. Right? So what I'll do, I'll just remove this step and Okay. So what it is, I click on use headers as first row, and this is coming on the second row. Now what I'll do, I click on this split row, split column, right delimiter, click OK. We have split our top row also. What I will do is, since our this part number is a header, I'll go and put this as new. If you look at part number and all it's coming as a header now, right? So this is how we are able to transform a CSV file in a spreadsheet. I think our Power BI is ready now. So we have, whatever we have done last time, it has lost. So I start with the card which I have to show first. We'll build the KPIs in this card. So we have lost the background also, that's not a problem. So I want to build a new KPI, and for that I'll click on the table from which to extract the particular column to build the new KPI. Here. So we got this particular. I will name this measure of average cost. And I will use a metric for average X. And I choose the table from where I have to. This is because syntax average X is pointing the average for each particular row. Okay? And I have to make it with a table name here. Or let's say I'll make it simplified. I'll write only average. Okay? And I have to choose, if you look at here, average the column name. This is quite similar to what we do in Excel, right? So here in Excel, what we do, we have to select the range, but in this case, you don't have to select the range. You just have to select the column. This is a list of columns which I have, and I have selected the column for which I have an average, and put the closing bracket and click on enter. So this is my metric and this average cost. So this metric you can see on the right hand side with the symbol of calculator. So I take this average in this field here, and this is giving me the average cost. This is a metric which I have for my daily visualization, and this visualization is going to help me in my decision making. Let's go to another metric, and this one I'm going to create. Again, I'll go to past performance for a new measure. Of the sum cost. I'm going to use a function called sum formula, same like what we do in Excel. Sum, and we will take cost metric. Close the bracket. And this will do run. We will run. We will find the errors. This run successfully. I'm going to find, we will put sum cost into this variable. So this is giving me a sum of the cost per metric ton. Right? Now suppose if you want to find the sum by a city, this is sum for all cities. Now I want to find sum for a specific city. It's a city, right? There are two ways to execute that. I will go and create a slicer. This is the slicer button. I'm going to take my cities into slicer button. GNA, so this is getting updated. So this is average cost for GNA location, and this is the total sum cost for the GNA location. Click on FSR. This is getting updated now. This is the average cost for the FSR location, and this is sum for the FSR location. This is the use of slicer. And if you are familiar with the pivot table, there you will see the filter icon there in the pivot table, and that filter icon you can just click on any of the locations. Right, PRD is going to show 0. Envoyer it is showing 40.50 and 89.891.10. OBD showing 58.69, 3.05. Right? Now, if I want, this is one of the way to actually execute city-wise cost and city-wise total sum cost. Right? Now, if I want as a metric, I want as a in the card itself, I want a city-wise average cost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on cost performance, right? Right, new measure. Average cost. We are finding cost average cost by clicking on here. I'm going to use a function called calculate here, and I'm going to write my function. Right? So what is the function here? We are going to find sum. Okay? Sum for what? Cost metric per ton. Close the bracket. Now I'm going to use a filter. Which table? Cost performance table. Right? And what's the filter? CT. Right? My CT is equal to what? I'm going to filter. CT is equal to what? Let's say OBD. Close the bracket. Put this capacity into this particular card, and we're getting 2.05, which is, sorry, this is sum, not average. Sum, that means in metric name, sum. Right, this is 2.05 K, and this is for the CTGA OBD. This is what we selected. Now, if I click on NYL, this is going to give us this card is going to give us the for 89, 899, 891.10. That's what where, and this is showing us blank because this is for the specific city. Now, let me remove this. Let me click on this OBD. We'll remove the filter later on. I will put one more metric, one more card, and this time we're going to measure the average. Right click on the cost performance, click on new measure, and average cost underscore GN. I'm going to write a formula again, calculate. This time I'm going to find the average of cost metric per ton, close the bracket, and then write a query for filter, and we're going to choose the table, we're going to choose category, we're going to write here the city, OBD, close the bracket. This is going to be calculated. I'm going to put this average dot JNA into this directory. 15.69, 15.69. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this particular filter. Right? This 49.63 is for all the cities, 5.6 is for all the cities. This sum cost is for all the cities, and this sum cost is only for GNA. This average cost is for GNA, city called GNA. Right? This is the utilization of the cards. It means we can actually our KPIs, grade or KPIs, and we can put those KPIs as the header. Format means away from formatting options and go here and go to general, visual, go to category label. Right? So and then let's see. How do we call it value now? We call it value. We will again to the good. Go to general, go to properties. Go to title. No title. We don't have any title over here. Right, let me put. If we change the Bangalore, value must be something. Right. So we have this particular API in this form. We can now add it to the same format and do over here, same format, do over here. If you want to have same color, if you want to have different color, different format, you can do that also. Right. So this is what as our cards. This is a use of the card. You can display or APIs like this. I'm going to work on my visual. Click on this pie chart, and in this I'm going to use my CP as the details and cost metric on the values. This is one metric which I just created. It's one of the visual which I created. So what I did, I went to this particular, pie chart and just one like the rest of the thing is just like what we do in Excel. Right now this is count out to sum. So what data we get, the percentage is now split into sum. I go to this format option from here. So let me go and change the images. This size. Now we can see our details in much better way. So the orange one is GME. GME contribute 24%. The highest one is the light, this is blue, and this is coming from OBD. OBD has the total cost of material coming is from the OBD is 36.3%. The highest cost or the highest spend is from location OBD, 36.3%. Right. Next one is your orange one. Orange one is called GML, that is 24.14%. And the next one is your 19 point, it's a blue one, which is your FSR. FSR is 19.74%. So once you take your once you hover over these slides, you will see the ratio and the CPM. Right. So this is how we are to create a visual for a city. If you want to create another visual, suppose if I click on this, I choose another code, make code as my x-axis, and cost metric is on the y-axis. Right. This is, and I'm going to change this count to the sum. This is count. This analysis is another visual, and this is by model name and the sum of the cost. So which model is giving us the maximum expenditure? Where we are, which model is actually taking us the maximum expenditure? So this is for data. This is for MRO data, maintenance, repair, operating products data. So which part or which city is consuming the maximum parts is what we are trying to analyze over here. So we have seen the functionalities like new measure, new measure. For example, if you want to create a new table, and from that new table we want to build something fresh. I don't want to use all these columns, right? I want to use only selected columns from here. So what I will do, I'm going to click on cost performance, click on new table, new cost table. New cost table, and here I'm going to write a field called select columns, the cost performance table. Okay. I'm going to give a name. I'm going to choose one of the columns. I'm going to choose. Second column is city. The second column I'm choosing. So our query was right. So this is our new column. I'm going to go to this data model. And this, if you look at here, this new table, which we have formed, contains only three columns from the cost performance table. This is the table, right? This is query which we have written over here. And this query is giving us only three columns. And if you look at here, this three column, what is happening is this column 5658 is same for each and every city or each and every asset. So there's something else we have to do for here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change formula. Let's see if it works or not. I'm going to use one formula called sum x. Whether this is going to give us a relief or not, let's check. Cost performance sub table. This is the table which I have. Then I'm going to use sum, and I'm going to use the cost metric term. Let's see whether we are going to get different values for different. Still the same problem what we are seeing. So I'm going to try one more thing. This function called total cost. We're going to use this. Let's see whether this is helping us or not. Still, we are not getting the help. So what I do, let's see whether this is working or not. Now, these are the hurdles we generally face when we do analysis, right? This is the hurdle going to be generally face. So here, if you see, we have the asset ID, now we have the city, we have the cost, right? And we have built a new table with these three elements. We're going to use this particular table to build our new visuals. So this is the new table. So I'm going to go and write. For example, if I want to create a new column now, I have a cost, and I want to add one more column, right? So I'll go to new column. And here I'm going to write this cost factor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the cost by 100. I made a mistake. So the comma here. So this is the cost factor. If you are what you are doing, we have 31.19 by 100, so 0.311. Right? This is how we are getting a new table. Right? Now, suppose if I want to summarize this table, right? I want to summarize this table. Go to new table. All these things we are doing for BI because we want to be able to do some challenges in executing our visuals. Summary, new table. Right? So I'm going to use new table, new cost table as my table. And I'm going to take the asset and then I'm going to take let's not take the asset, let me take the city. And I'm going to use total cost. And new table. I'm going to use the formula for this. Let's see where this is a new table where we have this is total cost for each city, right? Okay, so this is how we can create new tables and we can reduce our workload. So let's go back to the visual section. Let me create a table now. I take the city into the table cost. Sorry, this is table. Table. So this cost into this. I can format this because the size is very small. So I go to values, increase the size. Go back to the I put cost next to city. So this is the table. Just now we have created a summary table, right? That summary table we can also create into the dashboard itself. Instead of creating that into a table, we can also create that into a code. Okay, for same thing I will also visual for this. of looking at the table, we can also look this into visual form. CP is in the y-axis, cost is in the x-axis. So this is also OBD is 2054 to 54. And right now this is arranged in some kind of cost order. So let me say I arrange this in CP order. Okay, so OBD is 54, then we have NYR 1821, GNA 126, is our 117. So matching with the I need to format this. Put data labels. So this is we can see variables over here. Plot here background. If you want to compress, you put picture background. You will not have to compress over here. Go to general. Go to effects. Change the background from white to silver color. Or you can choose and then go to the effects section. Then go to the effects section. Let's change the header. Let's put it in the center. Change the value. So this is the way we are formatting. Formatting is a big task for the dashboard using because whatever we make it should be visible properly. Otherwise, the entire effort will not achieve. Formatting is a very important part. So when you plan your dashboard, what are the things you have to keep in mind? So how many tables you want, how many visuals you want, how many cards you want, how many slicers you want. Right? How many cards you want, how many slicers you want, how many tables you want, and how many visuals you want. And we also have an option for question answer. Suppose you want to have a question answer. So this is also one of the options which you can use. So just this is like an AI tool. If you put your questions, you get the answers. So when you make your Power BI dashboard, you have to plan how many tables, how many matrices metrics, how many KPIs, how many slices, and how many you need to use so that you get the total understanding about what is happening in the business, what are the problems, where are the problems, why are the problems, right? So that you can plan your solutions every day for the problem in advance. This is a rough idea about how you can work on Power BI. So we are actually launching a training program from 10th of July. If you want to connect with us for the training programs, so what I've listed is that you can connect with us on the details which I'm sharing with you. So you have to connect with us on WhatsApp number, or you can also message through our social media pages with a WhatsApp number, or you can also connect on to our email ID, national.com. You're always welcome to connect us with you connect us through the social media pages also. So you can email us or you can call us or WhatsApp us to give you the total understanding of the total details of our training program. So one thing I would like to mention is that this Power BI program is for supply chain dashboards for different warehousing, transportation, production planning, forecasting. Right, so we're going to build the visuals or dashboard for different kind of modules of supply chain. So do let us know if you are interested to join the program, and we'll take it forward from there. And meanwhile, thank you very much for watching this video. And if you have any questions, you are welcome to share the questions, queries on WhatsApp or email ID or on the social media pages, which we manage, and we will definitely will come back with our answers on that. Okay, guys.